Hi students, I am Sudeep Karan. I am back after a long period of time with a new class, with a new poem for the students of class 11. The name of the poem is Meeting at Night by Robert Browning. Originally, the poem was entitled as Night and Morning, but the poet has separated the whole poem into two different parts. The first part was named as Meeting at Night. The last part, that means its sequel, was named as Parting at Morning. So, students, before going into the deep, detailed, annotated description of the poem, we should consider certain salient features of Browning's poetry. Browning was a remarkable, renowned representative of Victorian era. He was an interesting combination of an artist, a scholar, a poet, a dramatist. At the very beginning of his poetic career, he was in search of a new literary form of writing. Out of this continuous search, there emerged dramatic poetry. In this form, there is a fusion of poetic genius and dramatic skill. Browning's dramatic bent of mind has created for the first time in the history of English literature dramatic monologue, which is very unique and appealing in its implementation for human psyche. These poems sometimes reflect abnormal psychology, perversion of human soul in the roughest possible manners, and the darkest effects of nature. It is this dramatic monologue which has earned enormous amount of fame, fortune, acclaim, and recognition for Browning. Browning is also well known for his love poems. His treatment of love is very sincere, genuine, artistic, original, and psychologically true. According to him, love is a quality which unites the whole being. Love is a feeling by which a finite man touches the infinite. Browning is also famous for his robust, optimistic philosophy of life. According to him, life is a consistent, persistent, rather continuous struggle towards an ideal never to be realized in this mundane world. The whole purpose of life lies not in the attainment of the ideal, but the efforts to attain it. Browning's love poems do not always display death, decay, destruction, degeneration, but always reflect hope, happiness, bliss, regeneration. Students, I have to throw some light on Browning and Elizabeth Barrett's love affair, real life love affair. Elizabeth Barrett was more popular as a poet than Browning was in their contemporary period, but Browning was never jealous of that matter. Barrett was almost destined to enshrine the post of poet laureate, but ultimately that was given to Tennyson. Elizabeth Barrett considered Browning to be as influential, as impressive as Tennyson and Wordsworth were. Getting such inspirational praises from such a young, beautiful, talented poetess, Browning's amorous feelings got blazed. He had showed his gratitude in a letter written to her, where he had not only admitted his strong liking for her poetry, but also he had made her aware of the fact that he was in love with her. And Barrett also reciprocated it in a letter written to him, where she had accepted his love proposal. Then to follow the exchange of immortal romantic love letters between these two lovers. This continued for almost 1.5 years. But Barrett's father was totally against this relationship. He did not allow this relationship to grow up because he was always worried about his daughter's safety and security. Barrett was sickly kind of daughter, she was lean and frail. So her father always liked to keep her confined within certain domestic periphery of life. But as we all know, love is unbounded, love is unrestricted. They had fled to Italy and married their sick in an clandestine manner. So, students, I have to give you another touch of their amorous affairs, stormy love affair. Browning used to call Barrett as Portuguese, a term of endearment, and Barrett reciprocated it. Barrett accepted it quite magnificently, while she had utilized this name to be the title of her sonnet sequence. The name of the sonnet sequence was Sonnets from the Portuguese. It was a sonnet sequence consisting of 44 sonnets. In spite of learning such autobiographical elements, students, I have to warn you about one thing, that we are not allowed, we are not licensed to identify the lover, the speaker, the narrator to be the poet himself. Because here, the lover has become an everyman figure. The lover has been generalized. So, students, before going into the line by line description of the poem, let's read what is written here at the beginning of the poem. In the poem, the poet describes the journey that ends in a secret meeting between lovers. The poet describes the journey and the meeting in detail. The poem concludes with the delighted meeting of the lovers by a farm near the sea beach. Let's read. The grey sea and the long black land and yellow half moon large and low. The grey sea. Poet mentions the color of the sea to be grey. The color grey symbolizes loneliness. It also indicates the time during which the lover takes up his journey to reach his beloved. And the long black land. Long refers to the long tiring journey of the speaker. Black refers to the darkness. Dark, the color dark also indicates the time and the secrecy of the lover's journey. And the yellow half moon large and low. Half moon means crescent moon. Poet mentions the color of the moon to be yellow. Yellow also indicates time. The word startled is an example of participle adjective. It has two layers of meaning. In one sense, it means surprised, astonished. In other sense, it means shocked, disturbed, stirred. Startle little waves. Waves are called to be little and startled. Why little? Because sea is calm, quiet, tranquil, serene. Waves cannot be startled. The poet makes the wave active and alive by giving them human qualities. This is an example of personification. That leap means to jump, to spring. Poet imagines that waves are living in fairy ringlets. This is another instance of adding human qualities to non-human waves. Leaping of the waves to act as symbolic representation of the warmth in the heart of the speaker. In fairy ringlets from their slaves. Again, the lover observes Webster living in fairy ringlets. As the moonlit waves come in contact with the front part of the boat, they break up and disperse as small spark of fairy rings. Waves are not literally on fire. It is the effect of the moonbeams falling on the waves. It is again symbolic representation of the growing of passion and warmth in the heart of the speaker from their sleep. Waves are imagined to be roused from their sleep. Actually, waves are not roused. The lover's emotion, feelings, passion and warmth got roused. As I gain the cove with whooshing prow at whence its speed the slashing sand. As I gain means reach. The cove means the sheltered bay, that means the inlet. With pushing prow front part of the boat. Pushing prow means the boat is moving fast. Here, the landing of the speaker on the seashore is poetically expressed. He reaches the seashore, and how? That has been meaningfully expressed here. And queens its pain the slashes and queens meant to satiate, to appease, to pacify, to bring the boat to shore, to a stop with gratification, with satisfaction. Actually, the boat of the lover or the speaker strikes or hits the shore forcefully, thereby slowing down and finally stopping. In the same manner, the warmth or passion, feelings, emotion of the speaker to meet his beloved to some extent a bit satiated, a bit appeased, a bit pacified as the boat reaching the shore. There are some expressions, prosing pro, coin, slashes, and some commentators, some critics might have found these expressions to bear strong phallic sexual connotation, but the hints are indirect, do not have much sense to add the critical meaning of the poem. We can move to the next stanza of the poem. Then a mile of warm sea-scented beach. Beach means seashore. Sea-scented smelling of the sea. The lover has to cross 1 mile wide seashore. In the next line, 3 miles to cross till a farm appears. Not only that, he has to cross 1 mile wide seashore, and after finishing or completing, he has to cross another 3 fields, another 3 lands or 3 meadows to reach to his beloved's farm. A tap at the pane, the squeak, serve, scratch, and blue spurt of a lighted match. The word tap means quick light sound at the panes on the glass of the window. The lover reaching at the farmhouse has to tap on the window pane so gently, so stillly, so secretly, so that his presence can only be felt by his beloved only. And the quick serve scratch. Scratch means the rough. The tapping on the window is immediately responded with the rubbing of the mastic on the matchbox and blue spurt of a lighted match. Then, after tapping on the window pane, rubbing on the mastic on the matchbox, blue light could be seen. The color blue symbolizes the sigh and suppressed feminine passion. Spark means blaze, flame, spark of a lighted match. The blue light symbolizes the ignition of the lover's warmth and passion. And a voice less loud through its joys and fears than the 2 hearts beating each to each. We are almost on the verge of finishing this poem. The last 2 lines are like this: a voice. This is the voice of the lady love. She is filled with lots of joys, meaning happiness, and fears, means fright and anxiety. Then the 2 hearts beating to each other. She is so thrilled, she is so excited. Rather, both of them were so thrilled, were so excited after meeting for a long period of time, that the sound of their heartbeats seems to be louder than the sound of the lady love, because she was both tensed and elated. She was both happy at the same time a bit anxious. So students, we have almost reached to the concluding part of this class. I have to mention 2 more important things. First, this poem is filled with plenty of alliterations. I can name few of them, like long black land, large and low, pushing, grow, slushy, sand, sea, scented, sharp, scratch. Again, I have to mention that the poet has a strong power of sensation. He had used it. Almost all the sensory organs have been exercised here. We can find the visual image in the expressions like startled little waves, long black land, grey sea, half moon, large and low, then sea-scented beach, audio image in tapping of the window, quick sharp scratch, a voice, this loud beating, heartbeats beating, and we can find tactile and olfactory images also in the line, then a mile of warm sea-scented beach. So students, I am concluding here, and if you consider that I have done some justice to this poem, you may like this video, follow this video, and share this video. Thank you.